Today's Tuesday, it's the 13th of May, Tuesday the 13th. That's unlucky in Spain, you know. Anyway, I'm sure it's not going to be unlucky for us. Anita's going to have her hair done today, and it's 2025, and I'm going for a little walk around Palmanova.
See you later.
So that's where she's going, and she's actually arrived a little bit early. There's the Eroski, and I think I'll go out this way.
Coffee and that from there. Yes, Steve, how's it going, mate? All good, yeah?
Yeah. A couple of nice lads there who've been watching the videos. I'm just going to say there's a big car park here at Eroski, and there's barriers, but the barriers don't seem to be in use, so we've just parked in the car park and hope they don't put the barriers down because I've got no ticket or anything. Anyway, I'll go for a little wander down here. Anita says she'll let me know when she's finished, but it could be an hour or two, or even longer, I don't know. This is O'Neill's. Anita suggested coming here for coffee, but they're not even open yet. They'll be open up a bit later, I suppose. Irish bar. We've been there for fish and chips. Good fish and chips. I can just feel the breeze. I hope it's not being too noisy. I didn't know the upper room was here. Upper Room Christian Fellowship. They've obviously moved. Something else which I did notice in the paper this week, that the bar, and I've forgotten what it was called, that was here, and they used to come here now and again, is now actually a third age place. So not open at the moment, but you can see the sign there, and the mayor and all the councillors were here just the other day, showing off this new space for them. I think that's great. It's a really big place to have here in Palmanova, and a great little spot. It's the Eroski, so I've just really walked round. That's the Baleares Mimosa Park. Come out at the back of there, and you're almost down onto the street where the beach is down at the front. Bit of a children's park here. So I don't come down this way very often. Saw an interesting bit of a conversation. Someone was saying how cold their swimming pool was, and that the child couldn't stay in for more than 20 minutes in April, May. I'm not surprised actually. And they were saying, don't they heat the pools? And pretty much it's not normal for hotels to heat the pools, but then there was a comment to say that there's a Firo Palace, which is this one across the road here. It's a 5-star, one of the few 5-star hotels that's actually in Palmanova. Does heat its pool, and therefore makes it a lot more comfortable in the lead up to the summer temperatures. I just stopped to put the dead cat on my microphone. I just thought there was a bit of a breeze and that might be spoiling the sound. I'm very happy with the microphone system that I've got now. So because we don't come down here very often, I don't come down very often, this is the Baleares Panama Hotel, 4 stars, and just down the road we've got the beach, so it's not far from the beach, and across the road that's the tent Palmanova. Hello. So just heading down towards Castaways, that area, and Il Chiringo, and then to the beach. The other hotel just down here is the Hotel Bermudas. And this one is TRH, Palmanova Beach. Shop's opening up time, 11 o'clock, so that's Anita's appointment time. Garden. Busy considering the time.
Yo cuando aparqué vi el camión, pero yo cuando volvía por la moto, se adentro del súper hice la compra.
This is Banana Joe's. All up and running now. I was talking to the two lads who live here and just getting their motorbike insured, and they're just saying that the weather just hasn't been normal. Not what I would expect for me. Been really changeable and stormy. And hopefully now it's just beginning to settle down. I did actually look at the weather forecast, and it looked as though towards the weekend the temperatures are going to start soaring again as castaways. And the Il Tano and then Reflex. I'm going to go across. Some new laws being suggested, I don't know if they've been approved yet, about crossing roads in Spain. So not just Mallorca, but Spain generally. And if there is a crossing, you should use the crossing. I think the concern is that people are not really taking care of themselves. It's something I've observed, that people just wander around and just walk straight into the road without looking, and it's something, as a child I was brought up, you know, you look both ways and then look again and keep looking while you're crossing the road. You don't just walk out into the road. And then in the 70s, was it, they brought out the Green Cross Code. I think people, a lot of people now seem to disregard their own personal safety and expect other people to take care of them. Well, I think now in Spain they're saying, no, you've got your own responsibility. I'm all for that. Lots of netting up here for beach volleyball. All that area is netted off. Guess you're going to have some sort of competition there. Got the toilets here. They're new actually. And here's the first aid post, which should be now from 10 o'clock till time 6 o'clock in May and June. It should be open. It's a Zell hotel. It's called Besso Beach. Anita's having her hair done because she's off to England tomorrow actually. And she'll be spending a little bit of time with Serena, a little bit of time with Lara. And they're having actually a girly weekend away, going into London. So poor me, I'm going to be home alone. I'm sure I'll survive. There's Rogers. And Anita and I just had an impromptu night away. Saturday morning I saw that there was a fair that looked interesting on the east coast of the island. And if we go to the east coast, it takes an hour or so to drive there. And then if we have a good walk around, have some lunch, I really don't fancy the walk back. So Saturday morning, I started looking at hotels, and this one popped up for €67 for bed and breakfast, 4 stars, and it seemed to get reasonable reviews. Nothing fantastic. For €67 for bed and breakfast, I thought absolute bargain. And then I noticed that when I was trying to book it, it said we could have evening meal for €92. That's for both of us. Bed, breakfast and evening meal. So we booked it. And I told Anita we better get packed quickly because we were going to be on our way because we wanted to go to this fair. The fair, well, it's actually an all-day affair, so. But I knew there was interesting things going on in the morning, so we got in the car and off we went. And it turned out to be a superb fair. So if you haven't seen that, it's one I've recently uploaded, Son Fabric Cario. And really was busy, full of locals, not too many tourists, and people just having a good time. Lots of market stalls. We saw the big heads and the dancing, which was performed by children, and the big heads were put onto the children and they marched through the streets. And they got a fairground as well, so there's lots and lots of things going on. We stayed there for an hour or two and then made our way over to Sakoma where we were staying. Found the hotel and it was fine. I said it was a 4-star. I'm not sure I would have agreed with that, but if you've seen my video on stars in hotels, the star system here in Spain is a tick box. If it's got a swimming pool, ticks a box. If it's got a bar, it ticks a box. If it's got a gym, it ticks a box. And so you tick enough boxes, you end up getting a 4-star hotel. And our room was actually referred to as a suite. It was an apartment. So we had a large bedroom, which was at the front overlooking the pool on the first floor, so that was convenient for us. And nice big bathroom. And then we had a separate living room, if you like, with another TV and a sofa, bed. So really quite a comfortable stay. Standing by the Santa Lucia.
Oh, look at that.
We'll carry on walking now.
I've always wanted to do
This is where Sean and Claire will be in July, and it's looking as though we'll just have one day when we cross over, and hopefully we'll get to see them. There's one of the boats going out there, one of the little cruise little boats that takes you around the island, around the coast. Just setting off. Britannia Jet. Or a Pedalo, whichever you prefer. Notice there's a green flag out by the lifeguard, so safe to swim, paddle, go out on the pedalo, or paddleboard if that's your thing. It just definitely does start to feel a little bit warmer. So we've been away for a day and went down to Palmanova for last Saturday, I think it was, when they'd had their Europe Day. And that was actually the opening day for the new Turtle Beach. So that's something to have a look at, isn't it? And when we were here before, they were just starting to paint this this mural. And well, I think they've done a really nice job of it. I like that. Just worried about the ice cream though. What's happening there? And it's all open, up and running. There's the new sign. Yeah, it's all nicely done. So we've been watching this over the weeks as they've been working on it and getting it ready. And at last it's come to fruition. It's been open a week now. Just up there you've got the Baleares Nova apartments, and this is the San Matias Beach Hotel. We're on the San Matias Beach now. And in the distance we've got the Tobago and the what's now the Leonardo Royal Hotels. That's they're in Torrenova. The hotel we were staying at in Sakoma had predominantly French, mostly adults. There was one or two families, but very few children there. Mostly our sort of age, I guess. But we did notice that there was a sign for Jet 2, so I think perhaps later on in the season they will be welcoming more from the UK. We did meet some people there who were from the UK. Just going past Ciso's, which is just getting ready to open. They're not open yet. Another one of these first aid centres with toilets and lockers at the back as well. Children having fun in their remote control car. Got a bigger version of that. This is the Cantina Sal. And the olive tree, we were there last week. Actually stopped off for lunch. We didn't really intend to, but we had a very nice wrap, I think we had there. And this is the B-Max. Beach house. This is the Calvia beach house. Looks busy on the beach here. Bit of work going on here at the Zen Lounge and Grill before they open up for the day. I would normally walk along there, but so I've got a little bit of time to myself. I'm actually going to go up into Torrenova. I mentioned before that the tower has actually been bought by the local council, Calvia, and I just thought I'd go and have a look to see what, if anything's going on. This is the Comodoro Playa. This is where I'm going. I'm going to go up here. Good for my steps. Good for my exercise. This is the Blue Bar. Lovely views from there. To the beach. And up we go. It's a bit hilly, and some people, when they say they're coming to stay up here, I just like to warn them that there is this hill. This is the Tobago. To the Fergus Group, and this is a 5-star hotel. Very few 5-star hotels at the moment in Palmanova, and that is in Torrenova. I just know that Eduardo will correct me. Yeah, this is Torrenova we're in now. this sort of walk would have been really difficult for me a year ago. Been a bit of a transformation. And significant weight loss. And I think I might just sit on our terrace and make a video just talking about that and how I managed to do it and the encouragement that I've been receiving, which it just does emphasise this road is quite hilly. So if you find walking up and down hills difficult, maybe you need to look elsewhere for the hotel. Just be aware. And now I'm getting a little bit out of breath. But not too badly. I'm keeping the pace up. I came up here last year to see Siobhan, and she's already booked for this year at this hotel. She's going to another one. Some friends of ours stayed here a couple of years ago. This is the Allure Sun Torrenova, and last year they came, but they hired a villa in Portosnaus, which was very good. A big pool. We went over for a barbecue. Getting nearer to the top now. Get a few tourists up here, but not really so many. This is residential mostly. Apartments on both sides. The ones on this left, as I'm walking up, must have amazing views over Palmanova. I don't guess they get a lot of sun. We've got villas as well up here. Whoops. So now we get to this area where you can see the steel fence now, which doesn't look too nice. The plan is for all of this to change. It's very much overgrown. Not going to get very far in there. But all of this is the area that has now been acquired by Calvia. And the intention is to open all of this up. I've got a lot of work to do. And now there's actually a sign from the council which says you can't go past here, which is quite understandable. It's not really safe. And very clear that they've got a lot of work to do. What you can see at the end there, though, is the tower, and there are a couple of other buildings there, but it just leads out to the tip and down to the rocks into the sea. And they're going to open all this up, so it's going to be available to the public. It'll be interesting to see what they make of it. It's gone a bit this way as well. I guess there's a lot of safety issues because as far as I'm aware, it's just a cliff face that goes down to the sea. You can see how overgrown it is. But it's always seemed to me like a derelict place that needs to have something done. You can see over there there's a boat. Just going past the bushes there. You can't really see very much else. But there's an awful lot of land here, and hopefully they'll make something of it and be somewhere for us to go. So I'm going to carry on round. An issue for the people up here is always going to be parking, and they may have to make it residents only. We've got the hotels that we've just come past. As we go a little bit further along on this side, we've actually got a couple of bigger hotels. There has been a way down there, but it's now been gated off and you can't actually get down. Overgrown. I'm guessing it's just not safe as you get down to the bottom. I think it might even have fallen into the sea or fallen down the cliff face. And I've got a little up again here. Heading now in the direction of Magaluf. But fortunately, I'm in the shade. The hotel on the left is called the Elba Sunset, 4 stars, fantastic views, and as this name suggests, a good place to watch the sunset. And a couple of weeks ago we had some masons over from Finland, and well, this is where they were staying. They were here on a golfing holiday, but were particularly keen to come and have a look at our lodge, and so we welcomed them and actually had a special meeting for them, which was a great success. There we go. Elba Sunset. They were very happy with the hotel, so no issues. They did have a car. Didn't ask them where they parked. Cars here are parked and they've already got parking tickets. Parked on a yellow zigzag. Fines typically €200, and then you get a discount if you pay it quickly, or an additional amount if you don't. There's another way which went down towards the sea, but again, this also is padlocked off and restricted. So when you are parking here, if you've got a rent-a-car, just look on the ground as well as the trees and lampposts to make sure it is safe to park. What you're looking for really is any yellow markings or blue markings. If they're yellow, it means really you shouldn't be parking there unless you've got permission to do that. If they're blue, it means you may well have to pay to park there. And if they're white, they should be free, and if there's no markings, then it should be free as well. You see here, got some yellow markings, and that means you shouldn't park there at all. You can stop and drop somebody off. You can't park. This is the Hotel Florida. Get another one that's 4 stars now. Lots of electricity points to charge your electric hire car. Another car with a fine. It's also illegal to touch those fines if you're not responsible for the vehicle. Yeah, they just say if you touch them, move them, then you could be in for some serious fines. This is the HSM Sandalo Beach. Again, one which is overlooking Magaluf Beach now. So we've got a few hotels on this side which are overlooking Magaluf. Just coming up to the next one, which is Sunlight Bahia Principe Coral Playa. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? And it's another 4-star hotel. And then on the other side we've got the Solavento Club Apartments. Now I've done all of that up. This is quite steep down, and yeah, just hoping it's not slippy, which doesn't feel to be slippy at the moment. So, Palmanova Suites by TRH. Yeah, it's, I think really in Palmanova. This is Torrenova. Steep going down. This yellow line here is actually doctor's parking, so the doctor can park there, but you can't park there unless you're the doctor, of course. Well, the medical centre there, and they've got information in the windscreen to say that they are medical staff. Heading down towards the Magaluf strip now. All the delivery vehicles coming to do the deliveries, so it's a bit noisy with that. This is part of the council who are doing the cleaning of the streets with a high pressure water jet. And that will take me down to the Magaluf Beach. Helicopter just flying over, see there? There's another tattoo parlour, another tattoo place there. I think there's almost as many tattoo places as there are bars. Got a friend who works in that industry, and he's always very, very busy. Heard that helicopter, but don't know where it went. It didn't look like a police helicopter. It's Mulligan's. There's Burger King. Kebab Pizzeria, and that is the Magaluf strip if you carry on up there. But I'm actually going to go down back towards Palmanova now. That's where we went up when we went up into Torrenova. It's going to go down by the Comodoro Playa. Coach just dropping off clients who are going into the hotel. One arrives, another one leaves. It's now going to be a steady stream of coaches going in and out, aeroplanes coming in and going out. We're driving over to the other side of the island. We could see the aeroplanes just lining up, coming into land. So they've moved. This was Prince Harry, next door to Prince William. Across the road we got EastEnders and the new Prince Harry in the middle of the EastEnders. The thing about Prince William is it's open all year round. So well done to them. med peds here. That's a business that's been around for such a long time. Special, 3 days, €50. That seems quite good to me. Gets you around the island a little bit, or out of Magaluf or Palmanova. That's the Senses Rossa del Mar, across the road over there, and Pappy's on this side. If I went to the left, I'd be ending up in Magaluf, but I'm not going to do that today. I will be back in Magaluf just to see what the progress is with the dunes. There we go, Pappy's pub. And live music and sport on TV.
So don't go that way.
Right, just walking parallel to the beach now. There are lots of good little restaurants along here, which are well worth a visit. First one coming up on the left here is the Florida Bar. Good value food, nothing flashy, just good food at a reasonable price. And it's always been very pleasant when we've been in there, nice friendly staff. So if you park along here, we've got the blue lines and you've got a parking meter there. You've got to have to go around here. I don't want to get myself wet. Cleaning the pavement. This is the children's park and then the beach down there. Well, there you go, CISO's over there, but at the back, what used to be the Viceroy is open, and it's simply called Nova. Still steakhouse, so they've kept most of the signage the same, but the name Viceroy is gone. Italian pizzas, Steakhouse Nova Pizzeria. Well, that's really good because it's been closed for such a long time. It's nice to see that they've opened up. And as I've walked past, I've missed a couple of places on that side, so apologies for that. There's the Chinese there. Coming around the back of the San Matias Beach Hotel, across the road from the Baleares apartments there. Grill house here, they'll be opening up later. Just getting set up at the moment. Sign up there for what's going on at BCM, that's up and running again. And one place that people have been asking me about over the years now, it's been El Mecca, and it's been closed since before COVID, but that's all changed because El Mecca is open again, which is great news. Right across from the San Matias Beach Hotel. This is Chrissy's Bar. Rasputin, you may know it as. It's all changed now. It's still Chrissy's Bar. Now see the other side of Turtle Beach. We had been looking, we got the girls at the end of the month, and we've been looking at things to do for them, and one of the things that Anita fancied doing was pirates. So Anita asked me to have a look at tickets for pirates, and well, there's different tiers of seating that you can have, and the first tier was way out of our budget. Second tier seemed to be too, so it was a third or fourth. So we went for the third, and we put in our details and went all the way through it, and final price just for the tickets was around 250 euros. And I know when Anita goes, she likes to buy them some things. So she spends a bit of money there. She buy a couple of hoodies or whatever. You're going to easily spend another 50 euros. So it looked as though it was going to be 300 euros for a night out, which we've done before. And that just seemed to me to be too much, and Anita agreed. They've been there, they've done that, and they have the t-shirt and the hoodie. So we're going to be looking for something that's just a little bit better value for us. Sad, but I'm just concerned that maybe pirates are going to be outpricing themselves. So if just a family of four is going to have to spend 200-300 euros for a night out, it's quite a chunk out of their holiday budget, I would have thought. But having said that, it's a great show, and we've always really enjoyed it. And hopefully they'll be able to survive where others have failed. So Sonoma, which was the other similar sort of idea show, they stopped doing dinners unless you paid extra for it, but when Margaret Whittaker passed away, and the family have decided that's it, and all of a sudden no more. Some are still there, but not as a show anymore, even though if you're walking around Palmanova you'll see there's posters for it. advertising 2025. Well, we'll see what happens to it. I mean, the place is still there and it's going to be converted into something, I'm sure. My guess is it might be more of an events place where people can rent the whole place, 2,000, and have a party there. Just coming up to Monroe's here on the left. Looking good. Just gone past Jalicious and Taylor's. Top Hats over there is busy doing embroidery on the embroidery machine. It always fascinates me. This is what I used to do. Isn't that cool? I could sit and watch this. I used to sit and watch it all day. Often been tempted to get another embroidery machine, but I don't think Anita would let me. They do take up quite a bit of space. They are quite noisy. And the one we had was similar to that, but had 6 heads, so you could do 6 caps at the same time. This is Zell. Guessing my battery's getting a little bit low now. I need to go and check that. Hello. Well, that was Phil, and Marie's in the shop. She's found what's apparently a very good bag shop, but I'm not going to tell Anita about it. She'll have to watch the video to find out. But Phil and Marie, they're here for the next couple of weeks, and telling me he's just had a terrible winter in Ireland. Cold, lots of snow, and just come the other day, and well, we've got the blue skies now, so hopefully that's settled down a bit for them. And Anita's had 1 hour. That must mean I've got another hour to wander around, and I am doing really well, I think. I forgot to look at the battery. What's the battery say? 19%. Right, I'll let it go down a few more percent and walk on, and then I can change the battery. Hopefully I've remembered to charge my spare. If it goes off, I apologise. I will put a few photos on at the end. Anita's away for nearly a week, and then she'll be back, and we'll be then looking forward to our next trip, which is at the beginning of June. So nice to have things to look forward to, and I think we've planned out our summer quite nicely with just little breaks that are going to take us away from the heat of Mallorca, and see some places which we've had on our list of places to go, and well, I'll keep you informed and obviously be making the videos when we go away. But Palmanova, still one that we just keep coming back to. It just suits us perfectly. It's nice and flat. Lots of people we know, lots of bars that we're familiar with, and it's only 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes from our house. We're in Porto Colom yesterday. Porto Colom, quite a revelation to me, because I don't think, I'm pretty sure we've never been to Porto Colom, and so it's one of these places on that east coast that we haven't discovered. Well, now we have. I think we need to go back there and discover a few more places along that coast, but Porto Colom was really impressive, with a huge harbour area, which is a very safe harbour in some ways, I suppose, a little bit like Soller, but I think even bigger. Just what impressed me was the unspoilt nature of it, and where if you were walking along the front in Puerto de Soller, it would have been very busy. This was not. It was really tranquil. In fact, quiet. So yeah, seemed like a place you could go and just get away from it all and enjoy the tranquility. Oh, there must be something coming out of these trees because my feet are sticking to the floor. It says 21 degrees across there. It certainly feels a lot more than that when you're in the sun. And I can see more volleyball nets here. And there's a load more down there as well, so volleyball nets all over the place. There's the Tropico. Down to 14% now. Countdown. Battery. I think once it gets down to about 10%, it gets very much. I'm going to switch off, it says. I was talking about Phil about weight loss and how I've done, and he was telling me that they've bought a bicycle, one of these exercise bicycle, and he says that's the way to go if you don't get a treadmill, because treadmills, hello, not so good for the knees, and the bicycle much more gentle but still keeps your legs moving. And better for the ankles, knees, muscles. And I quite agree with them, actually. Yeah, totally. So we've never done that. I'm not sure we have space. Take up a little bit of space on our terrace. I have to clear the garage out and put it in there. But then would I use it? That's the only issue.
Steve.
Hi, how are you?
We watch all your videos.
Oh, very good, thank you.
We met your wife the other day, actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where was
She
that?
was getting her nails done.
Ah, she said she'd met some people, yeah.
Pauline, look.
She's having a...
Look at this.
Hello. She's having a hair done today.
Is she?
Oh,
Yeah, nails last week, hair
We
today.
met.
You
We
have
met
a
her, so it's
style.
nice to meet you.
Yeah.
love it. We watch you all the time.
Oh, thank you.
Love it. Love
Yeah.
watching
You
your
live
videos.
near here, do you?
Sorry?
You live near here, do you?
We live in Palma, in the
Yeah.
city, so
Yeah.
10 minutes away.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
lovely.
not
Yeah.
far.
Somewhere to come down. Anita comes down, has a hair, sends me off for a walk.
That's great. It's
Then we go
nice
back.
to meet you. Anyway.
Yeah, lovely to meet you too.
Lovely to meet you. We watch all your videos.
Whereabouts are you from?
We're from Ireland.
Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
Kilkenny.
Ireland.
Kilkenny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy your time here. Enjoy your holiday.
This is our last
Thank you
day.
very much.
Oh, well, the sun's come out for you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. That's right. Anita did say that she'd met a couple who popped into when she was having the nails done, and so lovely. Nails done last week, hair done this week, all ready for her trip. Well, I'm now down to 10%, so I think I might just switch the camera off, find a shady spot, sit down and change my battery. Just underneath the stadium I am now. Open every day from 6 p.m. I just sat on the wall here and in the shade, changed my battery, so good to go again. And the beach along here is looking quite busy. Lots of people in the sea, reflecting the nice warm temperatures that we've got now. I thought I might just walk up here, which is where I normally go. Always a relief to see that there's no new graffiti on the wall here. I managed to keep that clean, and I hope it just stays that way. Just need to get rid of all the rest of it. There's quite a bit of shade up here, that's why I'm coming around, and there's a wall that you can sit on, hopefully get a little bit of a breeze. Watch the boats go by. Water looking much calmer now. A few ripples, but not as rough as it has been. Crystal clear, and that lovely turquoise blue. Catamaran out there. This is the doggy beach, and the chap there just taking his dog down. It's a nice shady spot there. Shady spot with a wonderful view. A couple of fishermen down there. And a few boats sailing by. A couple of ferries just gone out. Well, just had a lovely little few minutes there in the shade, and now Anita said she's nearly done, so I can make my way towards her now. Down the steps. really bright when you come down here. Sun glaring off the sand and off the white walls, making it really bright. 85th year sun. Yep, that's about right. And nice thing about this promenade here is that it's mostly in the shade. And even some nice benches here. Could have sat here, couldn't I? Next time. I think where I was in an elevated position, I'd got the view.
We don't do any long.
And the shade.
Hello, Steve.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing?
Nice to see you again.
And I don't see you in Palmanova, in Santa Ponsa. I see you here more. I see you in Santa Ponsa.
Did you go to the football tournament then?
No, we didn't. No, we missed it.
Oh, it's been brilliant.
I have been down to the port though. There is a video of the port.
Yes, we saw that, didn't we? Yes, yeah.
Because you told me to go down. You said, you never go to the port, and you're right.
Well, you haven't walked all round the port.
No, I haven't.
No, so there's still work to do on that one.
Still work to do. Yeah.
No, the football tournament.
Exactly. See you next time. Bye. There's something dripping out of these trees because it's sticky. That's been there like forever. It's good to see that some things are permanent, or semi-permanent. This is one of the Pirate Show Reloaded from €30. It's a lot cheaper than I've mentioned earlier on in the video. Casa Chiringo. And there's Paradise Beach. steps over here. Fergus Bermudas, back past Banana Joe's. Tennis on there. And up towards Anita now. .30 kilometres per hour, be careful I don't do any speeding. Seem to be walking much quicker now. Feeling much better for it as well. It's the Palmanova again. Problem will come a little bit later on as the temperature goes up. Then walking around at 1 o'clock won't be very comfortable. At the moment it's fine, but when the temperature gets up around 30, it's not very nice. So we'll have to come out earlier or later, or both. Worker doing some electrical things and he needs his parasol. Keep a rent-a-car there. Just underneath the supermarket. I think actually I can go up those steps. I think it'll take me more or less to where Anita is. Give it a go. I've not done this before. I'll catch up at the top, assuming I get there, of course. Oh, isn't that handy? There's the supermarket, Roski. And this is the car park. Anita's having her hair done. See some steps to go up onto the roofs. It's not good views from up there. Anyway, we'll see how she's getting on. There she is, look. Waiting for me. Looking beautiful. Well, we've just come into Mercadona and we've just seen Nigel and Billy and we've had a coffee and well, now we're going to do some shopping. So I hope you've enjoyed this video.
Hope you like my hair.
And Anita's hair is lovely, isn't it? Look at that. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.